Today, with our brand new subscription box, which is all about the statement sentiments, we are going to be making this card here. So we're going to make this 6x6 card, but we're going to make it at a twisted easel. So what do we need to do? So first and foremost, we are going to get our card blank. Now we're using the card blank that already comes within this subscription kit. And it also means we're going to bring in our scoreboard. Now what I need to do to make sure I score at the right angle, we're going to open up the card and we want to score from the bottom left-hand side all the way up to the top right-hand side. This is where, if your scoreboard has a black mark that you may have popped on, this is where it's going to come in handy, because we're going to go from the top corner all the way down at that angle, and we're going to do it just a couple of times, and we're going to do it lightly. So there, that gives us our fold line. So if I fold that over, give that a burnish, we can then lift it up, and there is the start of our twisted easel. So that means we can now get die cutting and we can get all decorative with all the dies and stamps. So what I need to do now is I'm going to bring in my Gemini Junior plates, and I'm also going to come in with the With Love die. So this one can simply go over the top with our cardstock in play here. Now what you will find with the sentiment, you have got a die cut line that runs along here, but it intertwines with the width. Then what we're going to do is we've got two little notches side by side. So I'm going to line them up. I'll turn it this way. I'll take it off my plate for now. We're going to line them up notch to notch, side by side along the score line. And then what we're going to do is we're going to secure that. So what I'm doing is I'm doing it roughly halfway, and then once I've got it where I need it to be, I'm going to tape it, and then we can do another bit of tape to hold in that side there. This can then go through our Gemini. Now I'm using my large Gemini, but I'm going to use my junior plates. Base cutting plate, plastic shim, magnetic shim, and then a top cutting plate. We can feed that one up to our Gemini. So we're just going to go in, we're going to let go, and that's going to die cut. It's still a wafer thin die, so that means it's the same plate configuration for all your die cutting. What I'm then doing, I'm going to remove that out of the way. We can then come along and carefully peel that off. I'm going to go in with a pokey tool, and any little bits that, in actual fact, there is no little bits, which is perfect. So what we're going to do is gently pull up the width, and we're going to fold that along. That will then give us the top pop-out bit with the width, and then we've got the love as well. So I can set that to the side just for a second. I'm going to come back in with my plates, and I'm using the same die again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this deep red cardstock that comes within the subscription box, and I only want to die cut the word with. So what I need to quickly do is go in. Let's take these little remaining waste pieces out. That means we are going to be nice and clean to cut. So I'm going to pop it in, tape it in, and I'm making sure that the width part is on that full bit of card. Same plate configuration, plastic, magnetic top plate. Then we're going to feed this one through. So while that's cutting, what I can then do is bring my scissors in, and we're going to do a little bit of trimming. So let's take all these bits away, and then I can then peel all of these ones away. So we can carefully pop that to the side. Now what I'm going to do is I want to then cut some of this waste part at the bottom away. So what I'm going to do to start with, I'm going to follow all the way along, and we can cut out the width. So that gives us our width. But what I'm then away to do, I'm away to then finish off just at the tip edge of the H and around the bottom of the W. Then what I can do, I'm going to make that just a little bit shorter. That then gives us that point of interest when it comes to the back of our shadowed with love. So what I can then do, bringing in our tacky glue, I'm then going to pop some bits of tacky glue onto the back. So the best way is turn it completely over, and then I'm going to draw a line of our tacky glue all the way round. So following it all the way round, adding little dots on some of the most intricate parts. This way, I can then come back with my red word. We can then slowly and carefully give it a drop shadow, press it in. If you've got any of these tiny little swirly bits, we can pop that one on. Use our pokey tool as a helping hand. Press to commit. Once you're happy, I'm going to press a little bit more just to finish it off. Move it if you need be, and that's the joyous thing with having the tacky glue, is you can move if you need to, and we're getting that red drop shadow within the back. So what I'll do is if I turn it that way for you to see for now, and it's quite subtle, but we can see we're getting that bit of that drop shadow around the side of the width. Then all that I need to do is I'm going to come in some bits and pieces also from the subscription box. So what I've done, I've taken pattern paper. I've already cut this one. I've cut this one to 5.5 by 5.5 inches. The same red cardstock I've cut to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. That one can come all the way in, and I'm going to sit this one at the base here. Coming in with my dotty tape runner, and what I'm doing is I'm going around, making sure I don't go onto any of the red area. And then what I can then do is come along, and then I want to pop this one in, making sure the width is outwards, and then I'm going to go pattern side down. That's going to finish it off nicely. So we get a nice red to the back, but what will happen is if I lift this one up, give it a helping hand, if any of the little tacky glue has just caught it, we've then got that shadow, but we've got a nice bit of decoration on the back, so it's hiding any workings, giving it a little bit of a burnish. What we can do is this last one here at the side. Then to finish off, we're going to bring in a little bit of ribbon. So if we bring this one in, we need a stopper as well. So the ribbon is going to give us that decoration. I've taken a little piece of pattern paper. This can then create the stopper. So I'm going to add foam pad to the back, foam pad to the back, and then we're going to bring in and best wishes. This is from the stamp set that's also included. Therefore, it's going to say with love and best wishes. So tying it all together, we can then go in with our tape runner. This one, what I'm going to do is keep on flat, pop that one into the middle, taking off the back end. We're going to then position that one where we want it, and we're going to press. I'm going to tie my own little bow. So I'm going to go in. This ribbon is also included within the craft kit. So get that to a nice, neat little bow, or you could use your Ultimate Pro bow maker for this one. So we're going to tie it nicely, cut it to a nice little angle with our scissors. So we're going to go one way, and then we're going to go second way. So finishing off, taking a hold of the corner. Let's work that one up. Then we can come in with our glue gel. We're going to pop this underneath the love. So if I bring this one in, I'm going to situate it underneath. I'm going to then add that one there. And then last, but by no means least, I'm going to go in with these red gems that also come included. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a few of them. So let's do 3. And I'm going to follow the line of the L. We can pick this one up to here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple more. Let's do a smaller one there, a smaller one here. And that has me completed my really, really cute but fun sentiment card. This has all been made using our brand new subscription box number 41, which is all about the Statement Sentiment Die craft kit.